In the final film, Oppu marries a young girl from a prosperous country family and brings her back to the tenements of Calcutta. They begin their marriage as complete strangers, but they gradually fall in love. I particularly liked the marriage scenes in The World of Apu. Did you enjoy doing those scenes?
Yes, very much so. And I knew that the tragedy was in the offing, you know, and she would die. So I wanted the scenes of marriage to be very lyrical and happy, to provide the contrast for what was coming. In a film which has very little dialogue, objects become more important, and objects which have significance and which tell a story, let us say. You should remember that in an Indian film, in a Bengali film, at that time, we couldn't show any very close contact. No kisses, no embraces, nothing of the sort. And yet I had to make it intimate, make the scenes intimate.
The World of Oppu was an immediate box office success, and Ray's international reputation as a director was assured when the second film, Oporojito, was awarded the coveted Golden Lion Award at the Venice Film Festival.
I was absolutely elated by the success, and I had very tough competition also. There was Kurosawa, there was Visconti, Fred Zinnemann, they were all there. And to win the top prize at Venice was something very exciting, very, very exciting.
And in choosing your subjects for subsequent films, have you been aware of this Western audience as much as the Bengali audience, or?
My first audience is the Bengali audience, and I think in terms of an ideal audience, an audience who would follow what I was trying to do, would understand what I was trying to do. I don't think of the West so much.
Very few directors other than Ray have successfully challenged the monopoly of the commercial Indian cinema, whose lavish action pictures are simply vehicles for their popular stars. Over the years, Ray has built up a personal repertory company. His actors come either from the stage or are amateurs chosen by him often for their physical appearance. Some of his most accomplished amateurs have been children. One of the youngest of them plays Oppu's son in the final film of the trilogy.
The boy was very young. Actually, he was 4.5 or 5. No, not 5, 4. So he had to be directed in great detail while the shot was running, while the camera was running, constant instructions as to do this, do that. But he looked so right for the part. Certain things he was quite familiar with, like killing a bird with a slingshot and doing mischievous things like throwing that bird into the old woman's lap and that sort of thing. He was quite good at those things.
The boy has been abandoned by Oppu after the young wife he loved has died in childbirth.
দাদুকে বলে দেবে?
দেবো না। তোমার পিঠে ঘা কতক না পড়লে তোমার শিক্ষা হবে কেন?
তোমার মুন্ডু ভেঙে দেবে।
কি বললে? মুন্ডু ভেঙে দেবে? কে?
আমার বাবা কলকাতায় থাকে।
হ্যাঁ, বাবা কলকাতায় থাকে, তবে আর কি, তোমার বাবার ভয়ে একবারে গর্তে সেদিয়ে গেল। কলকাতায় থাকে, কলকাতায় থাকে বলে 5 বছর বাবার টিকিটই দেখা নেই। বাবা ভারী বাবা, মুন্ডু ভেঙে দে।
বাবার বুঝি ঠিকই থাকে?
I get on very well with children. I treat them as adults and usually give them whispered instructions. And nobody's on the set is allowed to mollycoddle them or do anything which sort of, they're left alone more or less. And I treat them as adults.